Whistle while you work. Hitler was the jerk. Mussolini bit his weenie. Now it goes. Or does it? It's really weird because you sit there and one fucking part in there feels okay. And part of me, I don't know. I can't. Because when the car goes by and you're speeding a little, you don't hear it. I don't hear it fucking speeding. Neither does he. You're the only one that hears it. Oh, really? Put the click track on, sit down here, and I'll leave the room. The track is not going to be fucking exactly on the click track. You're not wrong for going past it. It's just that. Well, then what are you moaning about? Because when you bring it back, the track's it drags and it's
That's when you hear the difference is when it pulls back into
I
the
don't hear a difference that much where it's gonna where it goes like here and then it's gonna come back. Joe, you hear a track that's going real excitement and all of a sudden it drags. Okay. No.
We'll just hear it with the click up.
You're not wrong, it's just that it's not right.
Well, I think one of the things that can really touch everybody's nerves is when you've been working away on an idea that in its raw form sounds really great, but for some reason isn't going on the tape the way it's supposed to sound. And it can get to be a very tense situation because the first question is why it isn't working, and so the next question after that is whose fault is it?
Try to fucking make it so that you could get it, so that you guys can do it, and I can come back in and put on what you want. I can't do that now.
What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I just said.
No, you see, here's the problem.
I can't play that
right now. What you just said, I don't understand, so I
can't play that right now, so I told you to do it with the machine, so that later on, I could make it happen just like that.
But if you can play kind of like this, then let's do it.
But you didn't say that before me. You said you wanted it just like that.
Yeah,
and I started to play it like that, and you said, no, I don't want to lock into it like that. So I said, well, then use the machine. How much plainer can that be? I'm not trying to give you a fucking hard time.
The tendency in this band is to be vicious at those points. It's not a gentle kind of sorting out. It's like, let's hunt this thing down and shoot it.
Stephen and I go back to high school. Stephen is the nervous twitch in my eye. Stephen is and can be my worst enemy and my best friend.
You can do it.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time. Man.
I didn't say you were.
Just trying
you think I'm trying to give you a hard time.
I just want the song to be the way that you want it to be, and I can't do that right now. He can really be a pain in the ass when he wants to be. And he can really be a loving, soulful character when he wants to be.
So, we owe it to you to give me the benefit of the doubt. Let's go in. Come on. They'll keep programming and we'll play. Tom?
Yeah.
Let's play.
Take it slowly off my back.
3, 4.
Let's listen. That's good, Joey.
That's so it. That is so big. That is so heavy. Joey, will you marry me? That's so cool.
That's like the ragdoll.
Boom, boom, boom. So after these last 3 years of trying to work on these albums and thinking, that, geez, I've lost contact with all that I should know. The only two things I do know is about my sobriety, after taking drugs for all those years, and my music. And I fall back on both of them and talk way out of line too much about the drug thing too much. But when it comes to music and I'm in the studio, I get really pissed off, I get real angry, and I get really mad because the stuff that I'm sure of I can't explain at the moment. It's like a cake. You talk about the ingredients. People can say, oh, no. But the proof is in the pudding, right? In the eating, and the tasting, and the listening in this case. So I get really cranked up about that when they say, listen, get out of here and go in the back. On the other hand, I found out that I work best under pressure because I don't often do my homework, you know. But of all the things I've done on these last two albums, I think I've learned that, that I'm going to at least promise myself that I'll walk the extra mile every night.
Ideas he comes up with as far as drums goes, guitar goes, bass goes, the guy just never stops, you know. I mean, he's on 24 hours a day, and the band is his whole life.
Hey, Steven! Steven!
You asshole!
Way to let it, you know, like follow when I play the breakdown things. You know
I know,
what I mean? Don't tell me you know. Just say okay.
Joe. Oh, you should really get...
Don't tell me what to do. I'm having fun. Yeah.
That's part of the, I call it the dynamic tension that goes on between the two of us, because we both hear music and like different things, and I don't think that's changed at all over the years. I think that in the early days the drugs kind of masked that that's what it was, and it just made it a lot more difficult to deal with each other, you know. But now, no, you know, I don't take it as personally when he doesn't like something that I do, and I don't take it as personally when he's like insistent on doing it his way.
You fucked up the front of that.
No, that little trill I think is wonderful.
No, this. I think that's what it's supposed to go.
Well, let me see, maybe we can just fix that little thing. I like
Yeah.
that little trill in the front, though.
No, it's there. It's on another one, though.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Oh.
Let me listen.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2.
Nice going, phrase. It used to be the Aerosmith Lost Weekends, where I would go somewhere with a half a bag of dope, and you know, and I wouldn't know who it was come Monday morning or where I was. And now I leave there with a song on my heart and a smile on my face, and it becomes a hit, and it's like really cool.
The bottom line is I enjoy music when I'm straight now, and I didn't think I could enjoy it when I was using drugs. I have to enjoy it first before I can write it or play it. And it was a long while. I mean, when I first started listening to music, I was, you know, straight. I was a teenager, you know, and I felt that rush, and then, you know, you start mixing that with a little booze at parties and then playing to loosen up, and it becomes part of it. But then you kind of lose that kind of that first hit in the morning feeling that you get when you first hear rock and roll, you know, when you first wake up and you put on Smoke on the Water or something, or Highway Star, and you get that rush of adrenaline. You kind of lose that, you know, it gets masked. And over the years, you just start to rely on the drugs more and more. I did, and until it got to the point where I felt I couldn't write, I couldn't play or enjoy music unless I was jacked on China White, you know, so you have to relearn that, you know, that pure feeling again.
You do it by pretending, by letting the kid out. That's why drugs were played such a big role in Aerosmith, and especially in me and my creativity. You know, that was my format, my vehicle to let me, you know, go blah, 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 and just, you know, fuck around with Joe Perry. Now, I just really let the kid out a lot more, and when I pretend, I go for it. You know, lots of times I'll ask Joe Perry, I'll say, hey, you know, dude looks like a lady. I say, dare I do that? Should I, does this work? He goes, well, you've done it before. What's wrong? Love in an elevator. Write it down. Monkey on my back, you know. If you pretend, you're there. Little kids do it, and they're there. They're in the room quiet for hours. What are you doing? I'm playing with Jackie, and there's no Jackie. You know? But Jackie's in the elevator, lingerie second floor. She said, can I see you later and love you just a little more? I kind of hope we get stuck. Nobody gets out alive. I'll show you how to fax in the mailroom, honey, and have you home by 5.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Tyler. Going down? Second floor, hardware, children's wear, ladies' lingerie. Oh, good morning, Mr. Tyler. Going down?
No, there was nothing but the laugh was good in that. The whole front was no good. Not as good as the second one.
She's back. Right now, turn it in.
Attitude, you know?
Yeah, go for it.
Going down?
Make it lower and sexier.
And longer up. Going down.
Going down?
That's it, even slower.
Going...
That's it, going down. Yeah, make it stop. Perfect.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Tyler. Going down?
That's really... going down is just too close.
Yeah.
Her voice is almost cracking like she's nervous, which is good.
Yeah.
And there. Oh, good morning, Mr.
Oh,
It's
yes.
Yeah.
She's like Snow
So do you
White.
stand for that?
Second floor, hardware, children's wear, ladies' lingerie. Oh, good morning, Mr. Tyler. Going down?
This is the weirdest overdub I've ever
It's
done.
the greatest. This is the good one. You know what I'd really like to do? Get you, me, Tom, Joe, to get a piece of paper, read something different. Just take a piece of paper, cut it in 4s, hand him one, you just read. And do that twice. You know, quietly, quiet reading. And it's a small crowd, then Joe and I talk over that. It's perfect.
Oh, does that work where you
Oh,
just read
God.
stuff?
Just rip the paper in 4s. You go, take that, and just start reading.
Oh. That's neat.
Yeah.
Tell us when, Trace.
Imagine, if you will.
Yes, the good boy.
How simple stainless versus carbon.
I mean,
Yeah.
you see USA
Okay.
Today,
Many
imagine
hours.
sure your wife is there.
Well, so
You
what,
know,
5
all
miles?
you want to do,
Choice
if you
of
just
blade
want to
material.
go aside,
Feel free to
that's
tell
You
us.
can wear
it's
carbon
not
steel
cheating
or
on your wife or anything. It's just
stainless.
looking, you
This
know. I don't care where you
Excellent
get dragged
excellent
to.
very
You need it
very
home.
traditional.
What's the
No,
world gonna be
I'm telling you,
today?
that's the way it was. I mean,
I
it's
created
supposed to get
stainless.
Tell me that the love is blind. Where am I gonna look? Tell me that the love is blind. I really need a girl like an open book. Read between the lines. Yeah, you know, I was with these group of women, and we were discussing if men bled would tampons be free. Very heady discussion. And somehow we immediately jumped to undulating uvulas and what the hell that might have been. And we were in a hot tub, of course, and I figured that the discussion had been long enough on the subject and we had to move it up to my bedroom. So we got in the elevator, scantily clad, I might add, and suddenly I dropped my room key, and I had to get down on the floor and pick it up. And you know that commercial where the chocolate meets the peanut butter? Our heads met, and the other girl, by the way, was pushing the buttons of every floor, you know, because she was totally inebriated. And suddenly, without notice, the doors opened up and we were in the lobby. And she was buns up and kneeling. I was a wheeling and a dealing. Yeah. And so I had to write it down, right? Memoirs. That's it. Hold on. That's the place. Two. So it goes loving and then when I'm going down. Loving and then keep it smooth right to the end. Yeah. So you see what's going on there? You gotta bring us into that, but the band's gonna stay straight, and you're gonna go You can't hear me? Hey, can you get Joey, turn Joey's cans on, put my vocal in Joey's cans? You got me now? Okay, we're gonna go 2, 2, 3, 4. Loving and then love it too. This is right before the